Basic Bees Curse People. Hi, I'm Anna, witch extraordinaire, and this is my honest opinion on cursing. Other witches are going to have different opinions. I also actually do have a slightly different opinion in certain situations, and you can watch that video too. But this is my honest opinion on cursing, which is that only basic bees do it. Here's why. Because when you're cursing people, you are spending your precious magical time that you could be spending on increasing your prosperity and on bringing your self-love, on making your life better, on making other people's lives worse. And to me, I'm just like, what a waste of time. When I'm doing magic, why would I want to do it for anyone else? I mean, let's be real too. Like, who are we cursing? And yes, by the way, I do believe that for the really evil people, the people that are just so horrible, like they actually do deserve to be cursed. But we also, and I, by the way, too, we definitely want to do it from a justice angle. But what I see is that I actually feel that the people who want to curse people, and if this is you, sorry, not sorry, are the kind of people who really feel like they're victims of life. And that's not what we got into magic for. Do you want to view yourself as a victim of life? Feeling like a victim, feeling like everyone's out to get you, cursing people just for ignoring you, or, cursing people maybe just for gossiping behind your back. I mean, that sucks. Or do you want to get ahead in life? Do you maybe want to find friends who aren't the kind of people who will gossip about you? Do you want to up level your community and maybe step out of the same community you've been in because, you can actually, I believe you can change a whole community. You can change the people around you and your surroundings, but it takes time. That really takes time with magic. It takes multiple steps. That's a really longer, complex magical working. Whereas, or you could just attract new friends. Just attract people who actually love you and adore you and are totally in love with you. You could attract people who treat you really well. You could bring yourself huge, abundant, prosperous opportunities and bring more and more money to yourself so you can travel, so you can go live in a different city that you've always wanted to live in or a different place that you've always wanted to live in. So you can buy your dream property with a ton of land. These are the real possibilities with magic. In my opinion, magic has so many possibilities and can create so many different lives. Why would you want to waste your effort and hard work on someone who sucks anyway? Who cares about them? In my opinion, spend your magical energy on you. Give yourself your magic. Give yourself love. Give yourself money. Attract people to you who really love you and adore you and want to spend time with you. Attract business opportunities and jobs that treat you really, really well. And you can do that with magic. You don't have to curse people. And to me, this is a sovereignty thing too, because, sovereignty is saying, I get to rely on myself. I get to make my own choices. And it's really about being, in my opinion, self-contained and also focusing on your true will. And cursing someone else to me again just seems like a waste of time. It's like, why would I even spend any more energy on that person? Plus, the thing is that, again, I think that if you're going to do cursing, you should definitely do it from a justice perspective. See, I'm like Hecate, you know, um, from a justice God perspective. You don't want any of that karma coming back to you. And I don't know how much people are really necessarily doing it from a justice perspective. And then so that karma or that negative energy can bound back on you. And also, like, I don't know if people are also like really protecting themselves. Like, you have to make sure like that you clean your hands of all the baneful ingredients. Like, I think people who are cursing too, there are, of course, expert cursers, but I think a lot of people who are cursing are novices and they don't necessarily know how to cleanse themselves after cursing. And the thing is, too, for me, what's even more effective than cursing, like you really want someone to get out of your sphere. Like, let's say, you have a really annoying coworker, annoying neighbor. You have, you feel like there's a girl who's circling around your man. You really want that person to get out of your sphere. Bless them. Blessing, in my opinion, with a lot of people, blessing is more effective than cursing. Um, a great example of this is like I had these really annoying neighbors and they were like, I mean, they were annoying, but they were also just cranky. And then they got a new puppy and then they were like such happy people. Like they kept smiling at me. I was like, who are you? And like the puppy made them so much happier. And you can do that with other people. Like again, you've got it. There's a girl circling around your man. Just do a spell to get her her own man. You know, you've got an annoying coworker around you. Just do a spell to get them their dream job. Get them out of your sphere. Honestly, blessing people, I actually think is more effective because it gets them because when people are blessed, then they're distracted, then they're focused on their blessing, then they're out of your way. So I believe in blessing, not cursing. Again, there are people who definitely deserve cursing. I would do it from a justice perspective. We can talk more about this later. And also, by the way, I've read other magicians and witches or other people have said that apparently people in political positions are actually magically protected, which I believe. I would, this is America, and I do believe that there were probably magical spells set in place centuries ago, like at the founding of the nation, that protect people in powerful political positions from magic. So I actually personally, and plus, like, think about it for like certain presidents have hundreds and thousands of evangelicals praying for them. You know, is one curse, even a very powerful curse, going to counteract that? So I don't know that I personally would do magic on a politician or political representative. I think you could, I have seen a magician do like political justice magic, again, handing it to the god to work with, not doing it personally, not making it about personal karma. I mean, I do think personal anger can be really powerful in spells. Again, we can get into what effective cursing looks like, but I think for the most part, again, for the vast majority of the time, you do not want cursing to be your primary spell. And I also think, by the way, too, that this idea that people are like cursing all the time or like that witches are evil. Again, I'm like, I'm a witch. I don't have time to waste on cursing. Like, I don't want to curse people because what do I care about them? Like, honestly, for me, I would way rather spend my magical energy on my own blessings, on my own protection. Protection, I've done a lot of protection magic, and I've done a lot of clearing magic too. And some witches don't believe in that as much. I really believe in protection and clearing magic because I think it just makes your life so much better. I don't think it's just protection magic. I actually think it makes your life so much better because you are then only magnetizing positive people. The negative people stay away from you. Yes, in my personal experience, I have still had lessons I had to go through. So I do still have negative experiences, but way fewer negative experiences, and I'm not the kind of person, I mean, knock on wood, I'm also superstitious, obviously, but you know, I've never broken a bone. I mean, to be fair, I didn't before I started doing magic either, but I've never broken a bone. Um, since I started doing magic, I haven't been in a car accident. To be fair, I have never been in a car accident with another car, but since I started doing magic, I haven't gotten into a car accident. You know, um, I've had family members who, have gotten dings on their rental cars and stuff, never gotten a ding or never been like told that I had to pay extra on a rental car. Actually, a couple times, I got to pay less on my rental car, or I got a better car than they first gave me. Or I even got, I got a refund when I turned the rental car in early. So, you know, life is just better with magic. And if your life can just be better, and if life overall can just be easier with magic, then just do magic for yourself. Again, when you do magic for yourself, you're just even less likely to attract the kind of people who would curse you. Or again, too, it's like maybe you're just not in the best environment with the best people, in which case, get out of that environment. You can work super hard trying to make that environment better, and maybe you'll succeed, maybe you won't. Or you can do the magic to get into a better environment with better people, just to not be around the kind of people. And by the way, this is like, I mean, there are snakes everywhere. So this actually really isn't about money necessarily, but it's more about, even though if it is about money, like, yes, again, do money spells, but it's more about, you know, being around positive, supportive people. And you can magnetize those people to you instead of, again, magnetizing the kind of people that you want to curse. So yeah, that's my opinion. I think when you're a sovereign witch, You're doing way more blessing, attraction, protection magic than you are doing cursing magic. Like I said, there are situations, but I think people who just want to curse all the time, honestly, it's like, why? I don't really see the necessity when you have the opportunity instead to build incredible blessings in your life. So if you want to protect yourself from cursing magic, if you want to learn more about removing curses, then join the Enchanted Vault in the link below.